Buenas a todos. Ando medio apurado porque iba un poco tarde a lo de esto que es el Nintendo Direct, que por fin, después de tanto tiempo, hay uno. Y también por fin estoy de vuelta, pues, con ya voy a volver con los streams, con los videos. Y pues hay alguna que otra razón por la que abandoné tantito el canal. Y es que, pues, primero que nada, por cuestiones de tiempo y de salud, obviamente, no, obviamente yo no voy a creer que tengo esto que yo no tengo. De hecho, es más, me hice la prueba y pues, salí negativo, o sea, no tengo lo que es el COVID-19, no lo tengo. Pues sí, porque primero que nada, pues quería disfrutar un poco de mi tiempo, dejar al lado un poco lo que era el canal y y pues dedicarme a hacer otras cosas. Yo, por ejemplo, para los que me sigan en Facebook, que está en la descripción para que vayan a seguir, eh, tengo ya he hecho un stream aparte sobre una sección que se va a venir al canal. Ahí luego lo verán porque ya tengo ese video, bueno, entre comillas ese video ya preparado. Al igual con mis series que tengo, por ejemplo, algunos recordarán que tengo pendiente la serie de las torres de Mortal Kombat X. Y tengo que decirles que la voy a tener esa serie la tendré que cancelar por un momento. Debido a errores en el mando, por el tiempo y todo eso. Por ejemplo, series como la de New Super Mario Bros. DS, ya la voy a terminar, creo que 2 capítulos. A lo mucho creo que son 2 capítulos, pero eso pues, se termina ya. Al igual que la serie de Mario Kart DS, que uy, esa la tengo pendiente desde hace mucho esa serie. Y quería conseguir algo de tiempo para pues dedicarme a streams y videos, ya que sí debo algunos y pues aprovechando que iba a ver este direct, pues preferí iniciar esto pues 10 minutos antes. Ya no me faltan 8 para que empiece y pues para tomar este tiempo, pues para decir de que estuve inactivo como un mes. Sí, sí, creo que fue un mes. De hecho, el último video fue el de el unboxing de los headsets que hice de los Counter Spider, que fue hace un mes. Y pues también otra razón por la que también dejé de subir tantitos videos porque pues quería conseguir más vistas porque la neta no encontré el caso de que pues para qué subo videos también sí como que casi no tienen vistas, así que me voy a esperar un momento a que las vistas suban, a que suban ratings, por así decirlo. este Conseguir un poco de más subs, que lleguen más likes y hay más personas y pues en sí he vuelto voy a volver ya directamente, les digo, vuelvo con los videos, los streams. Así que hoy pues tenemos lo que es el Nintendo Direct. Ahorita acabo de ver tu comentario de Sergio que te importa. Uf, el hermano, sí, estamos de regreso. Así que sin más, a ver qué onda. Faltan 4 minutos. No sé si se me oiga bien. A ver, voy a pasar directamente a la pantalla del stream. A ver, voy a quitar lo del chat de esto. No, ocultar el chat es aquí abajo. Ya hace mucho que no hago nada y pues ya se me olvidó hasta cómo iniciar stream, vaya. A ver, primero que nada, espero que se le esté viendo bien. Es, Espero que sí se esté viendo. Voy a checar en la otra pantalla. Al igual, si anda alguien por ahí, díganme si se oye bien o si se oye bien la voz. Le subo un mazo al micrófono. Usted nomás digan de lo que esperamos. Faltan 5 minutos. Y pues también de una vez en lo que inicie, pongan ahí en el chat qué esperan de, de este direct. ¿Qué esperan? ¿Qué anuncios esperan? ¿Qué juegos quieren que haya? ¿Que presenten? Dice que va a haber información sobre Smash Ultimate, así que digan qué DLC creen que va a aparecer. Voy a hacer unas movidas aquí en lo que inicia, ahí los leo después, pero vayan poniendo de qué esperan de este direct. Ok, he regresado, faltan 4 minutos. A ver, lo voy a leer tantito. No sé, la verdad salió muy de repente el direct. Sí, yo también, de hecho, yo me desperté de hecho, ayer fue que se anunció. Me desperté y vi porque yo siempre suelo abrir Twitter. Lo abro en la mañana y veo que, mira, Nintendo Direct, como que, la bestia. Y de hecho recibí un mensaje de mi buen amigo Demon Shark que me dijo, oye, va a haber Nintendo Direct y que no sé qué, mira, pues voy a hacer el stream, faltan 3 minutos, pero yo quiero un nuevo Strikers, pues la neta, pues el Mario Strikers no estaría mal, ya que el último fue de la Wii, fue como en el 2009. Le voy a dar tantito al ESC y para no tragarnos, para no tenerlo así, creo que tengo Implement by backgrounds. No, no tengo mi setup para que nomás se vea la pantalla hecha. Pero aún así vamos a ver el direct. Como chingados que no. A ver, pero si ahorita mismo hablamos de, de que va a haber presentación de Smash, un DLC que yo quiera, pues se ha liqueado mucho de que va a estar Rayman, de que va a estar el Doom Guy o el Doom Slayer. Otros dicen que Ryu Hayabusa. Pero no sé, pues díganme que sus predicciones. Faltan 2 minutos para que empiece. Al igual no sé qué forma, si van a tomar el formato del direct del año pasado o van a hacer un nuevo formato de presentación o cómo será la presentación de hoy. Y falta un minuto. Ya quiero que inicie, yo también les voy a esperar, a ver qué nos espera. Porque la neta, aparte de que salió de repente, como dices, tardaron mucho fácil, pues literalmente fácil un año, porque se tardaron mucho como para que salga un direct. Y no hubo ni direct ni. Tuvimos lo que fueron los partner showcase, pero la neta no era la gran cosa. No tuvimos ni siquiera ni direct mini. Se me seca la garganta, voy a tomar agua. Y nunca, no, como digo, no tuvimos ni direct mini ni nada. Ya inició, ya inició, ya inició. Debido al COVID-19, las fechas podrán ser alteradas y ser cambiadas. Para más información, checa la página oficial de Nintendo. No sabemos. ¿Puedes subir tantito volumen? Gameplay no actual. Xenoblade. Pero un DLC de Xenoblade.
One day,
Un
Pyra
día
just
Pyra
disappeared.
desapareció. ¿Es un DLC de Xenoblade Chronicles o no es lo que yo creo que es? ¿Es un DLC para Smash o es lo que yo es? O sea, ¿es un DLC para el Xenoblade Chronicles o es eso lo que yo creo que es un DLC del Smash?
I couldn't find him anywhere.
No la pueden encontrar en ninguna parte.
It was as if she vanished off the face of all rest. Without a trace.
¿Es un DLC para Xenoblade 2?
I'll find you.
Yo
Whatever
creo
it
que
takes.
es un DLC de Smash, es el DLC de Smash, ¿verdad?
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sí, es Final Destination.
I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join.
Sabía. Sabía. ¿Y solamente es Pyra?
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis. Slash flare.
How do you smash it?
Y Rex, y supongo que el otro güey será su skin alternativa.
Prominent purple. Blazing in.
That's genius! We're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters.
There are no pushovers.
Sí, no Mitra, no va a ser Mitra, no, entonces chingaron a su madre a Rex. Mandaron a la mierda a Rex. Mandaron a la mierda a Rex y pusieron a Mitra.
Cutting it close, huh? Hey, are these guys planning on?
Ok, ahora,
Still kind of bad.
si alguien ahorita está, podemos decir que los espíritus, si aún así siendo espíritus, tienen chance de ser este personaje, ya que Phaedra y Mira son espíritus al igual que Min.
What? You can even use that.
Hey, right here.
Sí, son skins alternativas.
Freely.
Serious fire. Blinding speed. Together, nothing can stand.
No es una habilidad.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they? Wait.
¿Ese es su stage? No, de huevo, el stage no es legal para torneos.
What's a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some more. I'll lay you a hand.
Y Rex forma parte del Smash.
Nailed it.
Sure did. Witness our power.
Ah, y saludos para Demon Shark, ya que fue el que confirmó que, bueno, que me dijo de que según él iba a anunciarlo de Smash primero.
Now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting rats. You forget. We're fighters too!
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate X Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Minasan. Hello everyone. It's been a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
Se tardaron un chingo.
I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today.
Puro mono chino andan poniendo. No, güey, es que el pedo, güey, es que...
We appreciate your continued support.
A ver, es que yo no quiero más variedad, o sea, está bien, me gustó, pero el pedo es que no
Okay.
quisiera más de
What
espada.
you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra.
Y se va a venir el
It
fanservice,
originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles
Uy, sí,
series
se va a
as
venir.
Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Uy, sí, se va a
This
venir
fighter
el
releases
fanservice,
in
güey.
March,
La gente
so
va a
we
empezar a
hope you'll
jugar
stay
con una
tuned
mano.
just a bit
Acuérdense de
longer.
mí, la gente va a empezar a jugar
All
con
right,
una mano.
let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
A ver, títulos. El Fall Guys. El Follar Gays. El Fall Guys. El Follar Gays. Esto se liqueó también, por cierto. El Follar Gays. Esto se liqueó, por cierto. Que Fall Guys iba a venir a Switch. Que Fall Guys iba a llegar a Switch.
Stumble toward greatness
Me
when
compré
Fall
una
Guys
PC
Ultimate
para
Knockout
nada.
comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Ay, ¿y cuándo llega? Este verano.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
Esto no sé qué es.
Venture into
Le
the
voy a bajar
vast reaches
tantito
of
de volumen.
space to uncover the secrets left
Le voy a
behind by
bajar
an ancient
algo de
civilization.
volumen.
You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However,
Pues
everything
el
will
Fall
be
Guys
set,
para el
allowing you
Switch.
to continue exploring while
Esto no sé
retaining
qué es,
information
güey.
you gather. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will
Relleno.
you discover? How can you
Exacto.
prevent the sun from exploding?
Pero pues ya sabes, al que
Why
le
is the
interesa
solar
juegos
system
como
trapped
este,
in
pues ahí
endless
está.
time loop? Find out when
Ah,
the critically
Outer
acclaimed
Wilds.
Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo
En este
Switch
verano.
summer 2021.
Ok.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in two classic murder mystery games.
No sé.
Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and
Famicom
Famicom
Detective
Detective Club,
Club,
The
The
Girl Who
Girl
Stands
no sé qué,
Behind.
The Missing
Two
Heir.
deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time. Localized in English
Mono
and
chino?
modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner.
Parece un persona, güey.
You'll be on the edge of your seat as you
Relleno
dive
por
into
dos.
these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free
Okay,
students
okay.
from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums.
なぜこんなことになった
Can you figure out who the
La
culprit
neta,
is
este juego no
before
me
it's too
late
late?
nada.
助けてここから出して自分の目の前に血染めの少女が立っている
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th.
Mayo
Pre-orders
14.
begin today on
Y lo
Nintendo
puedes
eShop.
preordenar ahora para recibir, no sé.
A new age of battles begins.
La nueva era de las batallas empieza con que... A la verga no sé, güey. No sé qué es esto. Le voy a bajar otro poquito a Samurai Warriors 5.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period, as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
O sea, de momento lo más,
Character design
digamos, lo
and visuals
más
have been revamped for this
importante y
installment.
relevante que ha pasado ahorita pues es el DLC de Smash y
electrifying 1 versus
el
1,000
Fall
battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto
Disponible
Nintendo Switch, summer
verano.
2021. The vast world of
No sé,
Fadia
pero un
beckons.
juego, no sé, el Bravely Default.
After 20 long years, Legend of Mana, featuring remastered HD graphics, is coming to Nintendo Switch. You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life.
Listo, resolviendo algunos
It's up to you on when and where to place
fallos
artifacts,
técnicos.
as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters,
Ni me fijé qué es esto.
or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land.
No sé qué es.
Legend of Mana will
Legend
launch
of-
on Nintendo
Legend of
Switch
Mana.
June 24th.
Junio 24. Monster Hunter. Capcom presenta que... Esto es Monster Hunter, ¿verdad? Quiero suponer. Sí, esta madre tiene pin. Sí, güey, esta madre, si no es Monster Hunter, dime qué es, güey. Los que estén aquí en el directo, pues cuenten qué es lo que más les ha gustado ahorita de momento.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kumuro village was attacked by the rampage of Magnum Malo, and we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter is about to face the biggest challenge yet. Go! We can't lose this game! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting it!
Let's go, everybody!
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
Pero ese creo que es el Monster Hunter Rise, ¿no?
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
Quiero suponer, la neta.
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
Sí, Monster Hunter Rise.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance!
Ay, perdón.
We must stop the calamity!
No sé por qué, pero me sale siempre el error de que me sale un anuncio. Yo se lo arreglo para ustedes. Ah, y también una Switch edición Monster Hunter. Ay, el Pro Controller se ve bien.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom.
Sí, nada más se ve el control.
How will our heroes
Pro
fare
Controller y
against
la
these
Switch.
ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th.
Que sale en marzo 26.
Next, please take a look at this.
A ver. ¡Mario Golf!
The fairway is open once
¡Unos!
again.
¡Regresó! ¡Regresó!
Off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series
¡Regresó!
coming to Nintendo Switch.
Mario Golf
Study
Super
the
Rush.
wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then
Tenemos de
swing.
regreso, aunque sea uno de deportes.
Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom
Dime que
characters.
regresa Strikers,
Courses filled with
Super
lush,
Sluggers
natural scenery.
o Sports Mix.
Use features on the
Por
greens,
favor,
like a
tenemos
shot gauge to see
el
where your shot
tenis
will curve
aces.
due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain.
Mario Golf.
These features can help you
O
ace
esto,
your shots.
esto me lo voy a conseguir y lo voy a traer al canal de una forma u otra.
Controls. You can also use motion controls by holding a
De una forma
Joy-Con
u otra se tienen que
controller like a
venir.
golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone
Pues,
tees off at the same time, then you'll race to the course to reach your ball.
Pero pues
Give
a
another
huevo,
whack
una
to get closer
una
to the
serie
hole.
de la que
Then
ya
keep
estaba
going.
pendiente como desde el
Outpace your
GameCube
opponents to
o
come
del
out
Wii.
on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode?
Hay
As
modo
a
historia,
Mii
pues
character,
güey, con el
you'll
Mii.
start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting
Mii,
with various
pues,
Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then allocate points to different stats,
Oye, a
allowing
huevo.
you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii
Puedes
versus
ponerle
play.
costumes.
Put your golfing skills to the test.
En
when
junio
Mario Golf
25.
Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders
Y lo puedes
begin on
preordenar
Nintendo
ya.
eShop after this presentation.
The latest game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the
huevo.
familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
A ver, más títulos.
Check out these games coming to
A ver,
Nintendo
checate
Switch.
estos juegos que van a venir.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora and
Tales
Tales from the
from
Borderlands.
the
Play as the
Borderlands.
Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona. as you
Dame
set out to
WWE
recover a mountain of
2K22, por
cash.
favor.
Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch, March 24th. 32
Capcom
of Capcom's
Arcade
most
Studio.
beloved arcade classics are coming
Sí,
to
esto se
Nintendo
presentó,
Switch.
creo que
Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed
en la
or
Game
difficulty,
Awards, ¿no?
and select from a variety of
Que se
display
presentó
options
que
to
la,
relive
todo
that
esto
sweet
de
arcade
Capcom.
goodness. Get 1943, The Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today. Brains. As a zombie,
Storms
you
the
just can't
Zombie
get enough
Rebel
of it.
without
In this
the
action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge.
Este parece
on the
un
city
juego de
by turning
GameCube
humans
de Play
into your
2.
undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal with sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
A ver, ¿qué más?
It's Travis Touchdown versus
No More
Assassins.
Heroes 3.
Wait, aliens?
No More Heroes.
Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. Here we go. As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them
Pues No More
aliens
Heroes
with
3.
crazy tricks up their sleeves.
Ay, eso lo del Mario Golf me
the
dejó.
upper hand in combat.
No, ma.
With a new and improved
Esa
death
sí no me la
glove, you'll have
esperaba.
access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake. So get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or,
Agosto 27, No More Heroes
Nintendo
3.
Switch, August 27th. Exterminate demons in...
Extermina demonios in Heaven.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
La neta no sé qué pedo con este.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on
Juego
yourself.
indie, supongo.
God's judgment has nothing to do with it.
Sí, esto es más juego indie. Neón white, neón blanco.
Uncover Heaven's
invierno
Mysteries in Neon
2021.
White, coming to Nintendo Switch, Winter 2021.
Invierno.
The DC superhero girls are
No
here
mames.
to save the day.
No
Hi
mames.
everyone, my name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs
¿Qué pedo
and
con
backup.
este?
This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green
No,
Lantern,
güey, este
Bumblebee, and
tipo de
Zatanna,
juegos no,
we
güey, la
fight
neta.
evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School. Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh,
Ya,
something
cámbienle.
really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what. We've just got to make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls, Team Power,
Coño, 4,
heroically
pues para
sourced
que le
onto
interese,
Nintendo
pues ahí
Switch,
está.
June 4th. Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Eso no sé qué pedo. Ah, Plantas vs Zombies. Ah, esto también pareció un leak en ese que se rumoreó. Se rumoreó esto también. Esto también se rumoreó, o sea, también me pareció en ese tal formato que se filtró y que iba a aparecer Plantas vs Zombies, pelea por no sé qué de no que sé qué chingados de Neighborville o no sé qué. Battle for Neighborville. Complete Edition, completa.
Join you in your adventure. Hint, anyone can.
¡Sí!
Band together on a
Sí.
quest to face evil and save faces.
¡Sí!
Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast me characters in various roles across the kingdom.
Esto también lo necesito.
Turn your
Sí o
favorite
sí.
people into your allies, or even make someone
Y eso
your
que ya lo
nefarious
tengo en el
dark lord.
3DS, pero me vale madre.
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready
Esto
for
sí,
adventure.
esto sí. Es más, se puede venir serie en
There's also a
HD.
new wig feature,
Incluso
letting you go
mejor.
wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous. In the world of Miitopia, relationships.
Aunque estaría bien que lo hicieran un
Consider
Mitopia
spending
2.
some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good. Care for it, and it'll lend a hand.
Huevo, ahora sí se
in
está
battle.
Nintendo.
Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch
Mayo
May
21.
21st. Pre-orders begin today
Y puedes
on
preordenarlo
Nintendo
ya.
eShop.
A esto desde lo del 35 aniversario. Dijo que iba a haber.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game.
Perdón.
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items.
Ajá.
So place them however and wherever you'd like. You can also place 2 warp pipes.
Tuberías para ir de un lugar a otro.
Then use them to travel between locations on your island. Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game launches February
En febrero
25th.
25, una actualización
After
gratis.
downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Ok.
Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information. We hope
Animal
you continue
Crossing,
enjoying life on your
la
island.
actualización sale en febrero 25.
How was that?
Muy
These
bien.
collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week,
Sí,
we
de
had
lo
the
del Mario,
global
Super
launch
Mario
for the
World,
Super
3D
Mario
World y
3D
Bowser's
World
Fury,
plus Bowser's Fury game.
que ya salió.
We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
A ver, otro juego. ¿Ese es Link? Ah, no. Eso es Zelda.
He leaves us no recourse.
No sé qué onda con eso.
S. Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Es lo de
You are
Priority Default.
and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
O es un Octopath Traveler 2.
Today you burn.
Octopath
I
Traveler
promise
2.
to do all in my power to see us through this
Priority
safely,
Default.
every last one of them.
Project Strategy.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled fiery
Yo creo que
web
aquí
of
con
plots
este
and
anuncio,
conspiracies,
creo que ya
a
se
brave
acaba.
group from Glencoe
Creo que
fights
eso
to
ya es lo
save their
último.
kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Si no, dicen otra cosa. Si dicen más, qué rifado, pero pues yo creo que aquí acaba.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons
como
such
tipo
as
Fire
bows
Emblem.
and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an
Neta,
enemy
qué
to send them
pedo.
flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations.
Okay.
Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your
Sí, esto
cause.
parece un Fire Emblem.
Once more, I would ask
Pero
you,
Vere de
player,
Default 2
do we
y
or don't
Octopath Traveler.
relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Ahí.
Critical decisions
Oye,
that
me
may
sorprendió
determine
mucho
the
primero
fates
lo
of
de Mario
nations
Wolf y
are
luego lo
settled
del
by vote
Mitopia.
on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle
Proyecto
Strategy,
Triangle
a brand
Strategy.
new tactical RPG
Y
from
siguen
Square
trabajando en
Enix,
título.
will launch in
Pero creo
2022.
en
Please be on the
2022
lookout for
sale.
more information in the future.
Pero no creo
After
que
this
ya.
presentation, a demo version of this game will be
Y que ya habrá
available
una
to
demo de
download
esto.
on Nintendo eShop.
La neta,
And
siendo
in the
sincero, creo que
future,
aquí ya
we'll conduct
acabó.
a survey to
Porque no
gather
creo que
player
sigan, pero porque
feedback.
creo que esto se
We
consumió
look forward to
lo que
hearing your
se
responses
consumió
on
el
the
tiempo
demo.
de lo que pudieron haber hecho presentando más juegos.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo
Ah, no,
Switch
aún más.
headlines.
¿Aún más?
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
¿Tienes lo que no sé qué? Juego de Star Wars. Star Wars Hunters en 2021.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive,
Sale este
free-to-play
año.
online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sam. Do I look
eso?
at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
Knockout City.
We all play for different reasons.
Corgan loved battle. Corgan used many
No sé qué
weapons.
pedo con esto.
Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery.
Pero
eight
parecen pinches
shoulder
skins
barrel
del Fortnite,
crossbow.
güey.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
My line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Corgan want new weapon.
Knockout
No sé qué
City,
pedo con este
like a
juego,
kung
la
fu
neta.
master. I can catch bullets. Come get some.
¿Qué es? No sé. Pero es un juego de quemados, por lo que puedo ver es Dodgeball.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
Beat the ball. Beat the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Hands up, Your Highness.
¿Qué pedo con este juego? No lo entiendo. Otra vez la mamada de los pinches anuncios.
Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle.
Una disculpa, la verdad.
Hey, Can we redesign our characters? Not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Has to be. What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man, one more game.
Knockout City, mayo 21. Ok.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a
Esto
little
parece un
game
Persona.
of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and
World
Zero
of
Suit
Saint Cloud.
series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet. Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club,
Pues eso
venturing
fue
onto
el World
Nintendo
End Club,
Switch,
mayo
May
28.
28th. Wield the powers of Olympus.
Güey,
The
siguen,
physical release
neta,
of
siguen
Hades.
presentando madres del Hades.
The critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year
Ya
awards,
ya
is getting
como no
a
les
physical
basta ya
release
con
on
lo del
Nintendo
Hades.
Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling
Neta, alguien que
story.
me diga que por qué
Escape the
maman tanto
underworld
con el
again, or
Hades.
for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March
La
19th.
versión física en marzo 19.
3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
¡Ey! Oye,
Ninja Gaiden Sigma,
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2,
Ninja
and Ninja
Gaiden.
Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Razor's Edge,
Action-packed
güey,
Ninja
así se
Gaiden
llama el
Master
finisher de Razor Ramón, güey.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content.
Güey, neta, el
including
Ninja Gaiden
costumes and game
3,
modes are
Razor's Edge, güey, es neta, güey, así se llama el finisher de Razor Ramón,
the
güey.
intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Ninja Gaiden Master Collection,
Nintendo Switch,
llega en
Summer
junio
2021.
10. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, a ver.
Age of Calamity.
¿Qué se viene? ¿Un DLC? Sí, una expansión. Oleada, ¿qué? Weapons, no sé qué, pero perdón ahorita, no sé, no fijé tanto bien.
There's even
Más
more
juegos de
coming to
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Se van a dejar algo para lo último,
Bravely
Bravely
Default 2
Default
is
2.
almost here. 4 heroes of light
Febrero
soon embark
26.
on a journey to restore the crystals.
Se van a dejar algo para el final.
Use the job system to develop your characters and master the brave and default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles. Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series
Resurrection
comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the demon realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists. 8
Saga
captivating
Frontier
journeys.
Remastered.
Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new Legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
Apex. El Apex.
How's it going so far?
Va muy bien.
There's still a little bit more to show you in
¿Sigue aún
today's
más?
Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us.
¿Aún más?
Next, please take a look at this.
A ver, ¿qué? ¿Qué?
Hello there.
Es el de Zelda. Van a sacar el Zelda, el que sí, ahora sí, la secuela que habían dicho.
News about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild game.
Ahora sí, esta es la secuela. Es que algunos pensaban que el Age of Calamity era la secuela, pero no. Aparte, como dices tú, lo del Zelda, lo de los 30, el aniversario de Zelda.
We'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Pero sí, es la secuela que se tiene que venir. Lo del Age of Calamity es un juego aparte.
Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
A ver. Espérate, ¡sí! ¡Huevos! 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 El Zelda Skyward Sword. El Zelda Skyward Sword. Sir Link, si un día ves esto, o yo te voy a ver en tu stream, quiero ver tu reacción, te voy a decir qué onda, que apenas que estás haciendo la serie de stream de Zelda Skyward Sword y ahora lo van a sacar en Switch. Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on.
A ver.
Specially designed Joy-Con.
Joy-Cons especiales de Zelda.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop, and the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Sí, claro que me lo voy a comprar.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
A ver.
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for
el
today.
siguiente juego será lo
Please take a
último.
look at this.
Lo último. ¡Splatoon 3! ¡Splatoon 3! ¡Splatoon 3! ¿Es Splatoon 3 o no me digas que es un DLC? No me digas que es un... No, güey, esto no puede ser un DLC, güey. Esto es Splatoon 3. Esto es Splatoon 3, o sea, esto no es ningún DLC ni nada. No, ¿esto qué es? ¿Esto qué va a ser expansión? No, si eso es Splatoon 3, ¿cómo va a ser una expansión? Es Splatoon 3. Aparte el juego se veía muy bien para hacer una expansión. Esto es Splatoon 3. En 2022. Yo seguiré esperando mi Mario Kart 9, pero es que neta, Ojalá hubiera Mario Kart 9.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3.
Splatoon 3.
This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development.
Sí.
And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Esto ha sido todo. Muchas gracias. Pues, ¿qué les pareció? Pues sí, esto acabó ya. Esto ha terminado. Pues, ¿qué les puedo decir? Muchas gracias por haberse pasado. Vaya. Pues muchas gracias por haberse pasado este stream. Pues déjenme saber en los comentarios que igual cuando ya esté en formato de video qué les pareció. Deja tu buen like, suscríbete y nos vemos en otro directo. Adiós.